Good morning. Hope everyone's doing well. You know, a lot of things we see much clearer as we go inside, if you will. Okay. Let's give an example. Okay, theology is the study of religion. Okay. When when you're from the outside looking in at something and you're dissecting it, you're not necessarily experiencing it. Faith is not something to be studied, nor beliefs for that matter. You're to experience them. Okay, looking from the outside, looking from the inside out, not the opposite of the outside in. You have to experience it, but as from the point of the observer, from the experience, from all angles. One experience is great, but explore that experience. Now, what's kind of prompting this is the weirdest shit came to me today as far as, the third eye. And we're going to do a video on that at another point. But in brief, there's a lot of this third eye activation in the spiritual community. This is like their key. This is their bread and butter. This is their, the center of, their quote awakening. And there's so many things out there to show you how to do the third eye, stimulate the third eye, blah, 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 blah. Okay. The pineal gland, or the third eye, is, again, from what I felt, what I've been shown, is an experience from the inside out. Anything you try and do from the outside in is only going to agitate it and inhibit your growth. See, there's so much in the spiritual community that they think everything is gospel. Gospel, it's gospel. Oh, this one, activate your third eye. Decalcify. All these things. You're not stimulating it. You're agitating it. It's a regulator. Okay, it's a regulator. Is it an optic nerve? Yes. Okay, let's go from the inside, and there's a direct connection to the heart with it as well, through the ganglia nervous system, or that part of it, I should say. But, you're not, seeing with the third eye is bullshit. Seeing with the heart is what really matters. And it's just a regulator. Circadian rhythms, however you want to look at it. But anyone that has gone through the third eye bullshit is, you just look up symptoms when your third eye or your pineal gland is overactive. It's agitated. Okay. You can't control this, no matter what you do from the outside. I think it's a regulator. Well, I know it is. But at the same time, I think there is a spiritual connection through it. And that's what helps you see through your heart. But see, everyone wants to do what everyone's saying, and that's what the thing is. Spiritually, I do. When I see through my heart, I feel it coming through, connecting with that aspect, the light within, however you want to look at it. But see, we're not willing to do that going within. And that's when you experience from the inside out. That's when your perspective changes. That's when your perspective becomes clearer. I think anyone doing these pineal glands are overstimulating, inhibiting your own spirituality or faith. You know, everyone wants to sell books. Everyone wants you to take a class. Everyone wants you, I'm doing a third eye activation. I'm doing a third eye activation. You know, it's just like some of these idiots. That's the only thing I can say. They're gonna teach you how to ride a dragon, and a lot of yins buy it. Anyway, I think everything that we've learned within the spiritual community, just like the outside world, is almost the exact opposite from what we've been taught. But no, you're awakened, you know, you're going to irritate the pineal gland. You're going to irritate it, not stimulate it. You're going to inhibit any growth from within because you're trying to go from the outside in. I mean, you have to understand that if you look at the real world outside, everything out there we know is just about a lie. What someone tells you is pretty much the exact opposite. And yet, going back to innocence and ignorance, we take everything that the spiritual community pukes at us and we take it as gospel. And you're wrong. You won't take the chance, you won't take the time to question it. You take it as gospel. All these big channels will teach you everything. Do this, do that, and you know, everything's right, and yet you're still where you are. You're still where you are, and you think you are somehow growing. You're not. You're inhibiting your own growth. Look, I'm no expert, and you can take whatever I have with a grain of salt. But I know I'm right. I know my heart tells me I'm right. Just come to me in the morning, 3:45 in the morning. Because, yeah, that's all I do is think about the pineal gland. I give two shits about the pineal gland. But there's so much bullshit out there, and you swallow it. Okay, this is garbage that the spiritual community gives you, and you treat it as treasure. Oh, one man's garbage is another man's treasure. Nothing could be more of the truth than what I just said. It's spiritual garbage. You have to experience it for yourself. It has to come from within you. No outside bullshit is going to help you. There's clarity within. There's perception within. But see, everyone wants to take a pill, and it's all good. I took my pill today. I'm pineal gland. It's a go. Hold on. Yes, I'm taking the course. I'm activating the pineal gland. Oh, it's activated. Oh, it really is something. You believe it. You believe it. And again, nothing can be further from the truth. We're not willing to go inside and experience it from the inside out, to see it from the very core. That's where your faith is. You know, the other day was on the round table. They were doing the 7 universal laws, and I never grasped those. 7 universal laws, 12 universal laws. It's all bullshit because it has no God within it. Within the language is no God. And you can't be God-centered and knowingly participate within that. You know, and I don't know how it was perceived. I don't care. I don't care if it was perceived as harsh or not. But, you know, this is not my truth. This is, look at it. There is no God in those laws. Oh, but they're universal. They're not. It's only gauged on the human condition. And when I say condition, I mean you are conditioned, just like everyone in the spiritual community. Oh, they're laws. Think about that. Laws govern. Laws put you in a box. Laws tell you, oh, don't color outside the lines. No. Don't draw your own. We put the lines here. You color within these lines. You'll be good. Everything will be good. So I didn't mean to come off as harsh in that. But, you know, it's too many people take these things because they're in a book or they say, oh, well, they make sense. They make sense. No, they don't. They don't if you will look at them objectively. You know, I would argue most theologians are wrong. Sure, can you decipher it, dissect something, and put things in categories? Yeah, you can. But you have to experience it. But you can't see it from one side or your own side. You have to experience it. You have to understand what you experienced. Well, I mean, that was my thing at 3:45 this morning. And, you know, I don't know how these things are coming to me and why, but they are. I hold them true. We only hurt ourselves because of our ignorance. We go into it with the innocence and we understand it. But quite frankly, we're like children playing with matches. We're like children playing with matches because we want a result. We don't care if we get burned. This is what someone told me to do. When we talk about discernment, we never question it. You just jump right in with 2 feet. That has to stop. That has to stop.